Welcome to another video. Today we're in Bury St Edmunds, somewhere that we've featured before in the channel. When I came here with my son Taylor, we visited the world's smallest pub. That might be in this video, we have to see how it goes, but we're going to explore Bury St Edmunds today, a place I've been researching, and it has a fascinating history. So let's go for a walk around Bury St Edmunds and we'll discover it together. The birdhouse. So in this video I'm here with my son Taylor.
Hello.
You've seen him on the channel before, and we're going to walk around Abbey Gardens, and I'll tell you about that when we get into Abbey Gardens, before I think getting a bit of breakfast. But wait until you see this place and what's inside. Abbey Gardens, Bury St Edmunds. Now wow, would you look at that? That's amazing. So where we're standing here is one of the most powerful Benedictine monasteries that was anywhere in the UK, built in 1020 AD. The barons met to form the Magna Carta before confronting King John actually met here, and this place was a very powerful monastery until the dissolution of the monasteries by King Henry VIII in the 1200s, I think that was. But yeah, amazing, and everything you see around you here is 1300 years old, some of it, but yeah, from 1020 the monastery was built, and some of it's still standing now, even though it looks a bit worse for wear. That's quite amazing. Let's go over and see that model. Well, I can't climb up there, I'm too old. And over here we have a model of what the monastery once looked like, and yeah, that is a very big monastery. So St Edmunds was the king of the area, of this area of East Anglia, and this is where Bury St Edmunds gets its name from. I believe St Edmund was killed by the Vikings, if I remember right, if my history's right. Yeah, and then so his body was brought here, so maybe he's one of these graves that we see in the ground over here. Okay, it's not St Edmund there, but you're walking on the tombstones of the buried. This would have been one of the naves inside the church. The church, the grandeur of the church. This is just one wing of it. The centre part, just over there, I believe. The place is massive.
And this is just the remains of it. This isn't even like the whole thing. It's just like the bottom remains.
Yeah. Well, from what that model shows, it was just massive. So these would have gone up a long way. A long way. And that would have been a well once. Now, of course, it's very hard to imagine what this place would have looked like when it was at its best, but as you can see, there's a lot still remaining. So much history, especially here. This is Suffolk, in England, East England, and yeah, I just wonder how long it's going to last. Some of it looks a bit, you know, precarious.
big window.
Yeah, it probably was a stained glass window. Now, walking through the War Memorial Gardens here, a lot of these were unveiled by the royal family and people of note. But I see this bench here, and it's made from the wing of a B-17 bomber. That was presented to the people of Bury St Edmunds by the US Armed Forces out of the wing of a B-17 bomber. Amazing. So what do you think of the garden so far?
It's really nice. It's you can see here, it's like really took care of really well.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? It's all timing. It's all about timing. It's all about timing. Hold on. It's all about timing. Oh. Go, 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 go. What was you going to get us? Go. And what do we have here? Looks like an aviary or something. Would you believe they even have an aviary here? Amazing. We've got to look out for this guy.
It's in there.
The golden pheasant. Oh. And there he is, basking in the sun. The golden pheasant. Let me try and zoom in. Hold on. Now, we was at a bit of a loose end today, so we thought we'd drive to Bury St Edmunds. As you know from my last video, I had a few trips cancelled, so we're getting back on track this week. Actually, tomorrow we're off somewhere secret to film a couple of videos. But yeah, today's a bit of a filler in, so let's get back to the tour. The next thing I can see just over there. So behind me is the Norman Tower. It was built in the 1100s and controlled access to the sacred Abbey Gardens and the monastery here. It's made of flint and stone, and it's the only surviving more or less intact part left of the monastery area. So behind me is a rather magnificent Angel Hotel. Historically it was a coach inn. Charles Dickens actually stayed there, and this hotel actually features in his famous book Pickwick Papers. It's lovely. So just up here we have Bury St Edmunds Cathedral. So we're going to go inside, take a look, get out of this heat. Should be nice and cool inside.
though.
Yeah. 198,129 bricks.
So how do you know? Oh.
This is it. Then we can go around here. Mum would go mad with that many bricks. I told her she hates little things like that. All that Lego in the house, she'll lose her plot. Oh, you can see inside here, Taylor.
Really? Yeah. Oh, whoa.
Wow, look at the detail. Now, I don't know if you can see on camera, but every other one of those arches has a person on the end, and I think each shield is different, so they must represent different saints or different areas. If you've been here before and you know what shields they are, what they mean, let me know in the comments. So this place became a cathedral in 1914, so quite recent, but it's been a place of worship for over 1,000 years. It's got a mixture of modern and historical architecture. I'll tell you why in a minute. Actually, I'll show you why. Now, the reason it's a mixture of historical modern architecture is that the tower there you see above was actually finished and completed in 2005. He never had one before, or at least the one he had was in disrepair. Yeah, 2005, which makes it a historical and modern cathedral. And let's face it, you can tell that bit's quite new. Now, we haven't got time for sitting down and having a sing-song of the hymns. We're going to explore outside, and I believe they've got cloisters here. Let's go and find them. I don't know if we're supposed to be going up here, but let's go up here. I should have called and didn't. Now, I don't know if we're going to get in trouble for going up here, but up here we go anyway.
Oh, I don't think so.
Oh, this must be where the choir sits during Mass, or is this extra seating?
It tells you.
Oh, so so mystery solved. Well done, Taylor. So each one of the symbols on the shields relates to the town that he represents. So we've got Hoo, which is famous for Sutton Hoo, the Viking ship, which we might visit in another video. And Felixstowe, this one's Great Blakenham, yours, Boxford. Mystery solved. He's my boy. So this is the cloisters. They're enclosed ones by the looks of it. You can see the green outside just. And this is amazing. It feels so cool in here. Getting out of that sun feels lovely. So how are you enjoying it?
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. We've come here before when we visited the world's smallest pub, and it is the world's smallest pub, but it's not a signal box like some, and it's not in the middle of nowhere like some. It's actually a city centre, city town pub, and it's the world's smallest. So I'm going to go with it. We came here for that, and here we said we'd come back, and here we are. I'll tell you what. I don't know about you, but I can smell food. Whoa. And they've even got a cafe. The Pilgrim's Kitchen. What are we having?
And the apple caramel sauce. Ooh. That's nice.
I'll get 2 sausage sandwiches, please. Yeah. And can I get what you want?
Fanta.
Fanta orange.
Yeah.
And a latte, please.
Just regular or fast?
A regular latte, please.
Yeah. Inside or outside?
Outside. Sit up in the corner there. So the food's here. We've gone for 2 sausage sandwiches. There's yours. There's mine. Looks good. Let's get these finished and polished off, and then we're going to continue the tour around Bury. Bon appetit. That was very nice. Let's go. Well, that was very nice. Beautiful place. Bury St Edmunds Cathedral, right next to Abbey Gardens and all the ruins of the monastery. We've seen the Angel Hotel opposite, which is an old coach house and frequented by Charles Dickens and in the Pickwick Papers book. But yeah, this is lovely. But we're going to go for a walk around Bury St Edmunds now and have a look at some of the older streets. Let's see what we can find. Well, to show you that we don't know anything really about this town, I think that's actually the Norman Tower. That one there. The other one, I don't know. Yeah, maybe there's 2. I don't know. But anyway, we're in the gardens now. There's more ruins over there, and they've built offices inside the ruins of the abbey over there. I don't know if you can see them. Now, Bury St Edmunds really is a beautiful town. Such a great architecture from hundreds of years ago. Fantastic. Now you can tell they're old because they've got the overhangs at the top, so they probably would have been butchers or other kinds of shops, because they used to extend the floor area, the footprint of the buildings, by extending the top floor over the ground floor. I'll show you what I mean. Now they're behind, they're people's houses, and they're very old, fantastic houses, and I'll tell you why in just a second. So behind me is the Green King Brewery. This is their head office. You know them from all the pubs, and they own Hungry Horse and a few of the restaurants. I came here a few years ago when I used to install IT equipment in kitchens, because they've got a test kitchen inside, and that's where they decided on their food menus and stuff of that nature. Well, this is Green King. They're based right in the middle of Bury St Edmunds here, and this goes back to 1799, and they've got a very, very large site right across Bury. Loads of car parks and other areas. So behind us is the Theatre Royal in Bury St Edmunds. It's the last remaining Edwardian playhouse anywhere in the United Kingdom. It's right here in Bury St Edmunds. I'd love to go inside. They do tours. I'd love to go inside and do that, but it's not open at the moment. But maybe we come back, see a play, have a tour. So how are you enjoying your day out with your dad?
It's very hot, but yeah, it's very nice.
Very nice. You prefer it when we're flying somewhere, don't you? Yeah. He's a potential pilot, this boy, and he likes it when we go abroad. So we are going to be going abroad soon. Our next trip's in the UK that you'll see Taylor in, and then after that, I wonder where we're going to go.
You have to look out for that one, guys.
Now, what I didn't realise was today we've got a very, very important visitor in Bury St Edmunds. It's the abbot who's pimped the Popemobile. Look at this. Actually, I think it's for serving beer, but nice. So this is Hatter Street. This is supposed to be a very lovely street to walk down.
It's a bit taller than me, I feel like hair.
So here is a nutshell pub. It's the smallest pub in the world, and yeah, as I said before, it's not a signal box, it's not someone's shed, it's a proper pub and the smallest one in the world. And we've been in here, so I'll link the video to our day out where we took a harbour ferry and went to a fort and then came here to the world's smallest pub. I'll link that in the description, or figure out how to put one of those things on the screen now, but you'll see us in there. They've got a mummified cat in there, it's well worth a look. So this is Bury St Edmunds Market. It's dated back 800 years and is one of the UK's most successful street markets. There's over 80 stalls here. They sell everything from your usual flowers and fruit and veg to some souvenirs. Maybe we find one today. It's hot. So behind us is Moyses Hall. They held witch trials here in the past, and today it's the Museum of Bury St Edmunds. If we can, we'll get a look inside, but this is a historic building right in the middle that everyone walks past. They actually held the witch trials here. Look at that sword. I wonder if that's cut off a few heads. Look how big it is. Yeah, so as I say, they used to hold witch trials in this building, and basically this is a macabre history to this building. We see some more in the Crime and Punishment Museum in the other side. There's normally an admission fee for this, but if you get here like we did when they're in between exhibitions, it's free to get in. Let's go this way. Look at that. So this is one of the cages they used to put prisoners in.
I just think there's people who stood in.
Yeah. Look, Taylor. The Suffolk Regiment of Royal Indian. Yeah, I'll tell you, imagine being put in that. I mean, they just hang you up by the. That,
Oh my god.
hang you up.
Jesus.
Look at the old shoes. 1700s. If you watch Oak Island on Discovery, they go mental when they find a bit of 1700 shoe. And we've got whole ones like that. We're quite lucky really. There's mummified cats up there. So that was Moyes' Hall in Bury St Edmunds. Yeah, macabre. You see all the chains and all the torture that happened there with the witch trials. Anyway, we've just picked up our milkshakes and time to go back to the car. But I'll keep filming, you never know what we see. Not as hot as yesterday though, this way mate.
No. I think it was yesterday when I went. You can see the heat wave.
Okay, so that was our little afternoon journey to Bury St Edmunds.
Yep.
Hope you enjoyed the video. Normal service resumes on our trip that we start tomorrow, so look out for the videos on that. And yeah, Bury St Edmunds, a lovely, lovely town, historic market town, loads of history. I enjoyed myself, did you?
Oh yeah, 100%.
So, hope you did too. Give this video a thumbs up, leave me a comment below, and we'll see you in the next one.
And don't forget to subscribe.
See you later.
Probably assist.